Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this month's Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, the brainchild of my lovely friend Crystal. And of course it is day 29 of Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, so I'm using the sketch, but I didn't want to just use the sketch, so I thought I would add a little bit of a color mood board. So you can see that up there. You can see the sketch today, which is by Jessica Fenn Hill, and I will have her information, of course, down below, in addition to everyone who's playing along with Off the Board, the 30 Days of Sketches playlist. And then, of course, it's a Build-A-Page layout. I spread my pages out a little bit more than just through the week. Last week, it was just that kind of week, friends. It was just that kind of week. And today, I have a share for you as well, because last Friday was just one of those days. You know, we all have them. So, in the afternoon, sort of cocktail time, I just poured myself a glass of wine, turned everything off, and scrapped in silence, and just sort of, it's my therapy, like it is for many of us. So, you know, I get lost in a lovely layout, and I have fun, and it just sets the world back to being right. And so we'll have a couple of layout chairs. So what I did, so I started with my photos here, you're going to see, which are of the Trevi fountain, and then went in search of a color scheme in my pins that might, you know, bring that out, which you can see up there. Took that color scheme and went into my Build-A-Page page kits and tried to match as best I could. So I used this page kit based on the Jen Hatfield Stardust collection. Now, the pinks and yellows, I think I've got fairly right. There's some navy here which isn't in the color board. The golden yellow there is maybe in between these two, but it was as close as I had in my page kits, and of course I wanted to use one of my page kits, so we're calling it a color mood board, Off the Board, 30 Days of Sketches, and Build-A-Page. And I used a lot of this page kit, which makes me happy. I have no idea what that is doing in there. It doesn't belong there. So there we go, my friends. So the sketch is a lovely one, and you know it's the kind of sketch that I like. This is a little bit more sort of a half and half than a 1/3, 2/3, but you know, those types of sketches are definitely something that I enjoy. So we're going a little bit travel today, and these two photos go way back. These are going to go into my career album, because this was one of my first, I think, business trips to Rome back in the early 90s, and the Trevi fountain. And I've got 3 or 4 photos already scrapped, but mainly of sort of the business portion. But I did want to get a little bit of the, and there is Chopin saying hello to you all this morning. There we go. He's chatting away. Okay. We've taken care of Master Chopin's interruption. Okay, so as I was saying before Chopin decided to contribute to this conversation, the majority of the photos that I have already scrapped are the business portion, but what I used to try and do, there was very little time for any kind of tourism, which I didn't do, which is one of the reasons why I went on that 1 year backpacking trip in 2005, 2006. But because of the way the time differences worked, if we had meetings on, let's say, a Monday morning, then of course we would leave here on the Saturday night, because the flights here to Europe tend to be in the evening, and then arrive the next day quite early in the morning, and then would have that day to get ourselves organized, used to the time, maybe go walk around a little bit. And this is the kind of story that I want to talk about with this layout. So these are the two photos of the Trevi fountain. And of course, all of these people here, I don't know any of them, and you sit there and you wonder, you say, but I mean, these photos are like 20 some years old. So I'm pretty sure nobody in here would ever recognize themselves. In this one, you certainly can't tell. There was a face maybe a little bit more prominent here. I have no idea. I just wonder. And then sometimes you look at these people and you say, I wonder, who they are and what they do. And anyway, there you go. A little bit of a little tangent there and a foray into Joyce's discussions if you're a Thursday Murder Club fan like I am. Anyway, there we go, my friends. Let's get back to this. So I stayed very, very close to this sketch. I would say pretty much exactly. I have not done any journaling. I think I'm just going to put maybe a couple of journaling labels here, or maybe a square label here, and do a little bit of journaling here, and you'll probably see that. I don't know whether I'll get to it by the time I do my monthly review, hopefully, and therefore you will see it then. Two photos, matted my photo, and these are true 4x6s because they're very old photos and they were developed and not printed on my Canon selfie. Matted in the sort of navy here, and then matted them in white to just make them stand out. Got my three. Now, I think I have one extra strip of paper here because I did want to get both of these florals in because I really like the complement of colors, but then of course needed to get a more neutral strip across so that they weren't touching. So I did that on this lovely gingham type background paper. My photos, my design is perhaps a little bit more central than Jessica's because I think my photos are a little bit larger. And then, oh, excuse me, I just simply did the 3 clusters. Now, in the kit, I've shown you the papers. I also had this lovely sticker sheet, and I did try to use one of them, but it didn't work. I do really need to put these on white cardstock and cut them out. So I've wasted a sticker here. I did not use any of these. I took out the Pink Fresh The Best Day puffy alphabet because it goes beautifully with that. And then I just added, of course, from my container that is always, always being used, my NicoleJones911 florals, a lovely Bramble Fox piece here and Bramble Fox piece there. Must see you've seen this one come in and out, so I'm glad that I've got it on a layout. This travel here, and then I did use quite a few of these fun little puffy stickers that I just dotted here and there, because this acrylic piece to me, of course, would have been really, normally I would have sort of popped it here or a lot tighter knit around this area, but I really wanted to hide what was under there. So I decided then to go in and get the puffy stickers to give a little bit more interest here. I looked at putting a flare, but it really just looked off. So I stuck with just putting a few puffy stickers here. And then I figured that sort of made it all a little bit more cohesive, gave some extra dimension down here. Once I had put the puffy stickers here, of course, and I wanted to add them in the other clusters. I did do the title pretty much the way it is in the sketch. So Trevi on top of the photo and fountain on the photo. I couldn't put it sort of top and bottom the way it is in the sketch. That really didn't look, for this photo, didn't look, and the way I have matted them didn't look good to my eye. So I put it pretty much right on the photo. But in hindsight, I think I would have preferred it for my eye, maybe not quite as big a difference there, and then putting them both on top of the photos. Although, I mean, I think it's fine there. What do you guys do? Do you like putting alphas right on your photos, or not. Let me know what your thoughts are on that down below. So there you go, my friends. It's a very quick one today because it is a share, as I said. Day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches, hashtag 30DSCBL11. In the books, a lovely sketch by Jessica. Thank you for the inspiration. Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, hashtag OTBWPP, and a Build-A-Page page kit used, hashtag Build-A-Page or hashtag BAP. Everything you need is linked down below, my friends. Sit back and go have a great time watching all that wonderful inspiration, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye for now, my friends. Thanks for being here.